Welcome to the darkness, my friend. Your eyes will adjust in time.
And what's up, everybody? Welcome to Tablestory's Nocturne. I hope you are all excited and ready to dive deep into our dark, mature thriller. How's everybody doing?
Excellent.
Super mature.
Good, super mature.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and say hi to everybody, catch up on what everyone was doing last week. We're going to start with Zeke because Zeke was somewhere exciting.
I'm just going to adjust the camera real quick to make sure I'm in frame.
Oh, yeah.
Is that good?
Let me just look. Yeah. Right in the middle.
Can you back it off a little, or because I'm zoomed all the way out?
I think you're zoomed. I'm zoomed all the way out on you. Hold on.
Are you? Okay, that's fine.
So.
Okay, so we're going to just sneak it up just a scotch.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Hey, what's up, everybody? Ezekiel III. I just got back from Japan, Tokyo, Japan, to be exact. I returned on Saturday, and man, what a great place Tokyo, Japan is. It was weird because it didn't feel like real Japan because it was a big city. So I would say it more felt like visiting New York for the first time or something like that, because there's a lot of similarities in big cities. Things is very tightly packed. There's department stores and restaurants like everywhere you go. Certain parts of the neighborhood you go for this or that or the other thing and that kind of stuff. But I had so much fucking fun there because some of the things they do there in Japan and Tokyo especially is so like, it's streamlined. There's a simple genius over there that, let me just give you an example. The toilets over there
yes.
are every toilet I sat down on had a bidet, whether it was a public toilet or in my Airbnb, had a bidet. And let me tell you, that thing is dialed in. I use the term, it bullseyed my womp rat. Like, very well. But not only that, but when you every flush handle, every single one that I saw had a symbol above and a symbol below the handle, symbol for water and the symbol for earth, so you know which way to go depending on what you do. Water conservation, conservation of everything is very important over there. But also this is the genius part that I don't understand why all toilets don't have this. When you flush the toilet, you know how the tank fills up in the back?
Yeah.
There's a faucet coming off of the back of the tank with a sink you wash your hands in. So as the tank is filling up with fresh water, it's fresh drinkable water. It's not brown water. It's not dirty water. It's fresh water. You wash your hands in that stuff as it goes into the tank. It saves on water. It's so simple and so efficient and so like, why doesn't every toilet have that?
Yup.
After you're done, you turn around. There's a sink and a soap. You just soap it up, wash it under the faucet, and there you go. You don't have to go anywhere. It's just all one step. And that just blew me away. I was like, this is so fucking right on the money. And why doesn't every toilet? Also, they were heated, which was awesome.
Is it true that some of them talk to you? Like some of them, like the robot?
I'm sure, but like that's like. Stereotypes do come from truth usually, and I'm sure there are toilets like that, but all the toilets I sat on didn't have that. The ones that had like buttons. But what I did like was a couple of them had privacy buttons, and it's a little like eighth note, like barred eighth note, right? Those are eighth notes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you push the privacy button, and it plays simulated semi-loudish running water, so you can like poop and fart, and just covers up the sound.
I've heard about that.
That's amazing.
I've heard about that. Yes.
It's really great. I went to the airport, I hit that, it was like just like running water, and I was like, oh man. For people who are embarrassed of how they sound in the stall, it's a dream come true. Pretty
I have
good.
super pee shame. I feel that.
You have pee shame?
Yeah, like when I was a kid, I couldn't even pee if someone was in the house. Like, I would make excuses to go to the neighbor's house and use their bathroom or something.
And the neighbors weren't there, I assume.
Yeah, no, because I would take care of their dogs and stuff. They had a farm I would take care of, and I would like make excuses to go elsewhere. Yeah.
So in the words of American Pie, you were, instead of shit break, you were pee break.
Yeah.
I get that.
Psychotic.
But it was fantastic. I love it, and I'm actually gonna try and go back for Tokyo Game Show.
Yay!
Because Adam Coble, whom I love, my dear friend, he is highbrow. When I go back, it's all lowbrow, baby. It's gonna be lowbrow town when I get back there, because I saw lots of stuff that I was like, Adam wouldn't like to do that, so I will just make a mental note.
Put a note on my list next time.
Put a pin in that maid cafe.
Yes.
Well, we're really glad to have you back.
Yeah, no more
You were
Japan.
missed.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be back.
Next up, Dan, what have you been up to this last week?
Wishing I was in Japan, but I'll be there later this year, so I'll survive.
Dude, you should go with
hate
Adam.
you
You
both.
fucking whiskey snobs, you.
I have stories to tell about whiskey, which I won't bore everyone here because I had the best whiskey experience there, where I got to meet. Well, you'll appreciate this slightly because I'll brag about it slightly. I got to meet a member of the Nika whiskey family, and
That's all I
brought
drank
me
while I was there.
Distillery Reserve because I met them in a bar and accidentally ordered the wrong thing and they couldn't get me. So he was disappointed I couldn't get his whiskey and came back after about an hour to the bar to bring me his family's whiskey.
Oh,
Never met him
That's
before.
awful.
It was insane.
That's
and
sweet.
I almost cried because I was so blown away.
Aww.
But anyway, yes, it's such a good whiskey. And I'm excited to go back specifically for whiskey, more whiskey snobbery. But I'm Domestic Dan, cooking streamer, variety caster. I play the professor here, and I'm really excited for this episode, especially after last episode and what that might have changed, if anything.
Ow.
tee hee hee. All right, next up, Lassie Pax, tell us. Oh, you got a haircut.
I did.
It
I got
looks
my
so
ears
good.
lowered. Oh, thank you. I call it 14-year-old. So, makes me look
It
young.
looks luscious.
Luscious. Luscious. Yeah, hi. Classy Backs here. What I've been up to, off and on stuff. Doing some role play, getting kind of back on a little bit of the GTA wagon.
Ooh.
And plan on doing some other games like Outward, which looks like a lot of fun. If you guys have any news about that game, Outward, kind of like an MMO game, but it's like instead of you being like Malganon, Defender of the Nine, and some grand story, you're just like a nobody, and you just
Oh, cool.
live this nobody life. It looks really cool, and it's single player or 2-player co-op, and it looks like a lot of fun. I kind of want to dip my feet into that, yeah. And I play a character named Brian Miller here. Functioning alcoholic, ex-wife, ex-husband, ex-father, and yeah. Meow, meow.
I just caught the end of that. Did you say a game?
Outward.
Oh, Outward, right. Okay.
You probably heard about it, right? Yeah, it's actually really, really good. I've been watching Bike Man playing a lot of it. Looks like really fantastic. Like something you can really sink your teeth into.
Yeah. No,
I'll have to
I'm
check it out.
definitely
That sounds
gonna jump on that shit. Bike Man showed a lot of like footage today on the talk show. It was great.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Katie.
Hi, I'm Katie Peters Plays. I didn't do anything cool this week. I'm sorry, I don't have any.
Not anything at all?
I worked, which
That's
is
kind of cool.
I know, and And I played Satisfactory today, which was really fun. I actually
Ooh.
really like it. And yeah, I play Briar, who apparently might be a shadow person that just kills everybody she sees. So we'll see how that goes today.
Wait a minute. You played Satisfactory? Like you played a game about my elementary school? Like
Wait,
for-
wait, was your school called like Satisfactory?
No, that's what grades I got.
Oh my god, I got those too. Yes. Wait, it's called now I'm like, it's called that, right?
Yeah, it is.
Satisfactory? Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a brilliant title.
Yeah.
So good. So
good.
satisfying.
Yeah.
Classy Katie. Look at that face.
What up, yo? Well, I play Emma. She was a nurse. She was a really cool person. She was really caring and had a soft touch. And I too have done very little interesting things this past week besides play a whole lot of games. Currently made a werewolf in ESO and I've been packing people up. That's been super fun.
Good, good, good.
I'm not even supposed to be here anymore.
No, you are. All right. Speaking of which, those of you who tuned in for the last week's episode, thank you so much. Really hope you enjoyed it. Last week we did something a little bit weird, where we went and did an alternate timeline with some of the characters. So we're going to begin this episode with our regular recap, but the recap is going to cover last week's episode, and then I will let you know where we are going to start this episode when the recap is over. All right, you ready? Let's do it.
What you are about to see may contain violence, disturbing imagery, adult themes, and may leave you doubting who you really are. Proceed at your own risk. Previously on Nocturne.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the premiere of Tablestory's Nocturne. Professor Theo is teaching a class.
I am teaching a class called The Occult and Its Ties to Modern History.
In this class, you have decided to take a road trip to go see a lecture from Adisa Bello. So you've been on the road for about 2 hours now. You see a car stop the side of the road.
Then I just drive by.
Your car
That's
starts smoking, Theo. You see the car that you passed that was pulled over on the side of the road, but it looks like 15 feet behind you. You swear you passed it, but yet there it is right there.
Does it look like my car?
Oh,
To
yeah.
me?
It's your car, in fact. Your other car, it's gone. And you're startled by the sound of the engine turning and the car starting. Your car moves about 15 feet before the engine sputters and it stalls. You see a strange shadowy figure come up over the wall, land, and then stare at you and stop.
And there's a fucking shadow in front of me. And I'm gonna start like moving.
Yeah, it moves when you move.
Just stay here. I'll check the car just in case.
I'm gonna dig through my purse because I have a pocket watch that was from my grandfather in there.
And there's a note in there. So the note is addressed to B. You are
He was the only
stronger
one
than
that-
you know. Come find me when you're ready. It's dated a year after his death.
We could give the car another try. Sometimes if you let a battery rest.
Professor, as you approach the car, you hear a voice. Can you hear us?
I'm right.
Knock once for yes, 2 for no. Are you on the road?
Sorry, I'm gonna try. And I sit down and try to turn the car on. Kind of snapped back into it. Oh, thank God. You wanted to turn around, right, Briar? You don't want to go forward?
Yeah, I want to see the truth. But I always try to just bring him a cup of coffee and set it on his gravestone and I drink it with him.
Okay. As you unfold the note, you recognize the handwriting. And it says, "It hurts, but don't give up."
If you're not dead, I don't want you to be dead. Please don't be dead. And I probably just head right back to the car and I sit down and I'm just holding the note.
I linger for a bit and go up to the grave myself after she's walked away. Do I recognize this oak tree?
You remember it from a book.
I'm taking my lockbox out. Right.
Why did you take me and Briar out of the entire class?
Because no one else wanted to go.
Doctor, you're full of shit. Tell us what's in the box.
It's about your death.
Now that is an odd thing to say.
As
What's
he
the book?
opens the book, Emma, as you see the symbol, you immediately get a flash. Briar is there on the floor, bleeding. She's been cut open with the same wounds that you had, or that you remember getting, or that you haven't gotten yet. And there is another man there that you know as Trick, but you don't recognize him, and he is bleeding. He needs help. Both of these people need help. You can help them. They need you, and everything comes at a cost. Do you want to help them?
Yeah.
Your chest rips open. You have 3 gaping, long wounds down your body.
I'm gonna clamber out of the car.
Oh my god! Doctor, what have you done?
It's just. Do something! Jesus!
I want her.
Let's get her to the hospital!
I want her.
What the? You're scaring me! What the fuck are you talking about?
What have you done?
What did you fucking do?
What have you fucking done?
We have to go again.
Welcome back. So we're gonna
You were
begin.
just the worst kind of person.
Thank you. We're going to start today's episode in the back of the car. It's the SUV that we're driving. Brian is driving, just to refresh everybody's memory. We've got Trick. He's bleeding in the back seat. Briar is trying to tend to his wounds and keep him conscious. And then, unfortunately, Emma is sitting next to her, dead. And the professor is in the passenger seat.
Backseat.
Oh, back
I was
seat.
in the backseat with like Emma draped over me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're holding Emma's dead body. Okay.
And I think Trick and
Wonderful.
I were in the front seat.
Okay.
Yes, with Brian driving.
Yep.
So you were like, I think Trick's probably like in your, like kind of in your lap or on you, like because you were trying to keep him like conscious. 'Cause
Yeah, I
think it-
climbed
Yeah,
in front of him, and I'm like on the ground, like holding
Okay, yeah,
pressure
yeah,
on
yeah.
his wounds.
right.
Okay. And you guys were heading down the road back to the start, right? To try to go
Mhm.
again. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take it away, fam.
Oh, how long is it going to take to get there?
Not long. Not long. Should probably be there in like 2 minutes. Right, Professor?
Hours away, but it may not be hours away. I don't know anymore.
Let's not focus on that shit right now. Let's just focus on the road, okay? Focus on the road. So keep applying that pressure, okay?
Can I like get a perception check of how Trick is doing?
Absolutely. So what you'll be doing for that, let's see what you got. What skill are you going to use, or are you just doing a general check?
I have I have eyes in the dark, which is observation under my mind skill.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be good.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
You could also use your
sorry.
eavesdropping skill here.
Okay. Well, I picked eyes in the dark, and
Yep.
so I don't want to. Okay.
Okay, that's
roll?
fine. They're both the same. percentage.
35.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. Okay, that works. 'Cause your-
35.
Your governing stat is 60, so it's not
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Trick, please roll for me.
I refuse.
Welcome back. I hope you don't die.
I disbelieve. That works, right? Okay. There we go. Roll. 80 fucking 5.
Oh, he's bleeding, and he's bleeding fast. Like, he's very pale. He's trembling.
Very quick question. Who has punch rolls still? I don't. I don't know if anyone has any.
I used all of mine.
Use mine too. I have a space laid out for it now.
Same.
Just checking.
Good looking out, Dan.
I said I was going to use one, but I don't think I ever ended up getting to
I don't
use
think
it.
you did either.
Let's see here. Should be in my notes. 76 hunch roll? Is that what I got for a note? Okay.
Better than a fail.
Mm-hmm.
A crit, I should say.
Yeah.
I'm driving though, so I'm not gonna use the hunch. I'm focusing on the road right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, trick. I'm gonna like gently pat his face as I'm applying pressure.
Okay.
Can you hear me? You gotta stay with me, please.
Mama,
He's not doing good.
sing me that song. You remember that song, Mom?
What song?
That song.
I know lots of songs. What song do you want to hear?
I want to hear Ella.
Ella?
Sing Ella real good.
Okay. Does anybody know Ella? Okay. Do I know the song Ella?
I'm assuming it's Ella Fitzgerald, or is it the song? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and roll again if you want. We're gonna use your gen ed for this.
Okay. Which Ella Fitzgerald song is it?
I think he just wants any Ella Fitzgerald
okay.
song. Yeah.
Oh, 67.
Ooh. Let's see. No, you can't. I don't think you make that connection.
I don't know what he means. What does he mean by Ella?
I don't know. He's losing too much blood.
Brian, do you know what it means?
No clue. No clue. Sorry.
I'll
Keep
take
him talk.
I'll take another roll from Brian also. Just 3 in a row for the road, for the drive.
Oh, good start. 79.
Okay. 2 more.
2 more?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, 'cause you're driving.
90. And 1 more. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Use that. 6.
44.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
As you're driving along the road, Brian, you see a police car driving by in the opposite direction.
Doubles on the 44.
Yes.
I got doubles.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
You see a police car driving in the opposite direction, and you actually recognize the car and the person driving it. She's got blonde hair. The car is actually from Grand Theory. It's not from our local town of Atherton or
Okay.
Ashmore. So
All right.
she makes eye contact with you. And then kind of does a double take. And then turns the car around.
All right. I slow down to make sure I'm doing the speed limit right now. Seeing the police. I swear I know that person.
What was that?
That cop lady. Is she pulling the shitty back there?
I'm like looking back to see what she's doing.
She turned around.
We can't really afford to like go slower. I mean, also if he pulls us over, there's a fucking
We're
dead
doing the
girl in
limit.
back.
We're doing the limit just fine. Just stay focused on the road. And then like nothing happened, just keep going.
If
I
lights
got
turn
this.
on,
I got this.
We have to drive fast if the lights turn. If she follows us, she follows us. That's okay.
Well, then I'm going to go the limit. I'm not going to drive
Right.
fast. I'm going to go the
That's
limit.
fine.
Yeah. Okay, good. All right, just act cool and calm. We're just a bunch of people in the vehicle. So I just keep my eyes on the road, looking forward, every now and then glancing at the rear view mirror just to see what's going on back there.
She follows you for about 4 miles. Do you do anything else? Or do you just keep going on this road?
I keep going on this road. Definitely getting nervous though. Little sweaty on the situation since she's obviously kind of finding out what's going on here. Do I know her name?
I don't
remember
know.
the name.
I also don't know if you asked her name.
I don't think she gave it to us.
I don't think she gave it to you either. So
Okay, fair
we're gonna
enough.
say you don't recall her name because I don't think she gave it to you.
Just a familiar face. Okay.
Yeah, but you
No.
remember her. She was the one that stopped
The first time.
earlier. Yep, to help you.
Okay.
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 Yeah, she's still following you. Briar
Okay.
Trick is not doing so well.
I don't know what to do.
Come on, I'll help you.
I'm just gonna. He wants this song.
Just hum them anything. Just anything. Just sing something.
Everything's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be alright. I'm not much of a singer. Trick, I'm sorry. It's probably Trick. I'm patting his face now. Trick,
He seems like he's falling into unconsciousness.
stay with me, Trick. Trick. Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Can you hear me? Do you hear my voice?
He will not last the hour it will take you to get there.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die, Brian.
Fuck. Okay. All right. Shit. How far away from the hospital?
I don't know.
It won't work.
What do you
It'll work. We have to go back.
You're
Oh,
about...
wait, it's
Right, go ahead.
he's barely hanging on. We gotta do something. Man.
I start flipping through my book to try to find anything that could help. Maybe about any reference to resetting regarding this symbol.
Okay. So you're looking specifically, I just need to clarify a little bit. You're looking specifically for how to reset what?
Reset a timeline. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if it's even in this book. I know it's tied to this symbol. I just know that we have to go to the forest. And that we need to reset. That's all I know.
I probably hear him like frantically flipping through his book,
Yeah, you
don't
just,
I?
Yep,
just
yep.
like,
Did you gonna fucking spell? Professor?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to find anything.
He's dying.
And she's dead.
What are we gonna do? We gonna get there and just dump their bodies out and then they're just gonna regenerate like fucking zombies? What's the plan?
No, I don't remember this. I don't know how to do this. As I'm flipping through, probably bead of sweat has started to trickle down my face. Like,
Roll for me. Privately,
okay.
please.
okie dokie.
As you're flipping through this book, for very frantically, you're finding it really hard to find anything concrete, anything that might be about timelines. You see some stuff, some random things like traditional love spells, like just some stuff that you're really way off the mark. But you don't seem to find anything that will help you reset a timeline.
Damn it. I don't know if there's anything in this.
Wait, so you're fucking having us go back and you don't even...
Where it all starts.
Brian, do you think we should go to the hospital because Trick's gonna die?
Ryan,
it.
you're about 40 minutes from the hospital now.
Fuck it. I just hit the gas. Speed right up.
So you're now breaking the speed limit with the cop behind you.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Okay.
I'm putting as much pressure as I can on his wounds. I'm trying to figure out, like, There's probably nothing I can do besides
Ask
put
me.
pressure.
I know what you
Can
want to
I-
ask me. Ask it.
Can I do any special bullshit?
Yes, you can, but everything comes at a cost. You want to do it?
Jesus Christ. I don't know what to do to help him. Can I want to help him.
Okay.
Why am I okay, Professor? Then cut me.
Things were wrong. It wasn't supposed to be like that.
Roll. Privately,
Henry?
please.
Henry, stay with me, okay?
Okay.
As you say my name, like my real name, I like groggily look up. Why?
Henry, just stay.
Why crying?
You're not feeling so good. You know, I just want you to feel better.
Oh man, honey, a pretty girl like you don't need to cry, right?
I'm still putting pressure on his wounds, and I'm gonna touch his face. It's okay.
Oh, Mama's gonna be mad. I got blood on my work clothes.
I'll help you clean it, and she won't even know. She won't even know.
Brian, how far are we from the where it's all started?
It's usually an hour and a half drive from the last couple of times you guys have done it. So you're about 30 minutes in.
Okay. 40 minutes
Got
from
it
the
back.
hospital, 30 minutes in, or an hour away. That's
Yep.
at the speed.
Well, you're breaking the speed limit now. So I'd
Right.
say, depending on how crazy he wants to go, I can adjust the time. Going
Sure.
right now,
Ooh.
probably 45 minutes. How fast would you be going, Brian?
88.
Right. I have to convert that into Canadian.
Oh, kilometers.
Yeah, I just have to think about
No,
this
it's
is
like
a rural
20,
road, so it's
30.
probably 55 miles an hour. So if you're going 88, that's pretty fast. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll say you can get there in about a half an hour
Okay.
at this rate.
Make sure you buckle in.
Hey, Brian,
Yeah.
I think I put the knife in the dishwasher. Could you make sure that
Yes, I'll make sure I'll take it out. I know that can dull the blade, so I'll take it out.
Briar,
I'll hand wash it.
his pocket knife. You give it to me.
Okay. I'm gonna start. I'm still putting pressure. I'm gonna use one hand to try to find his pocket knife. Can I find it?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll reach around and
And I
Give
reach
it
forward
back.
and grab it. And I start kind of fiddling with it a little bit. Probably it may even still have some of the bark on it because he just kind of did that and put it away.
I need to get to the trees.
he's getting pale, guys. He's not looking good.
I know, but I need to get to the trees. How far away are we, Brian?
About 20 minutes now.
20 minutes. Approximately.
What is? And I look back at the cop. Are they like lights on following us, or do we just lose them?
Something really strange happens when you look back to see the cop car. You see someone standing in the road, but you're going so fast. They should be disappearing. Like they should be falling away in the distance, but they're not. You see the cop standing there. Professor. No one else sees this. But no, the cop car is not behind you anymore.
We're not being followed. You can go faster if you can and need to.
Did we lose her?
I don't know. They're not there anymore.
All right.
We may be working. We need to get there soon.
All right, fuck it. And I pin the gas down.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep trying to keep Trick
Yeah.
like awake.
Trick, roll one more time for me. Brian, as you're speeding up, I do need a drive now because you're going really fast. So you're going to roll whatever drive skill you got.
57.
Okay. And what's your governing body stat?
40.
Me?
Okay.
Trick. Hey, you still with me?
I am not responding at all.
Henry?
Like not even blinking or flinching if you're slapping me, nothing.
Henry, it's Briar. Come on, Henry. Henry, please.
Check his pulse. Keep his pulse. Just keep an eye on that.
I'm gonna put my hand on his throat.
If
with
unconscious
fingers.
doesn't mean he's dead.
Can I feel his pulse?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
It's faint, but it's there.
It's not strong.
Brian, let's do your drive. Oh, wow, that's a very low skill and drive you have there, sir.
Please.
I'm a drinker.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was
that
important.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. 19.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh.
19.
Okay. Yeah. You're doing surprisingly well. At this speed, I mean, the road's pretty straight. The SUV is a great vehicle that you can handle at high speeds, and you're doing okay. You're gonna get there in about 10 minutes. Does anybody want to do anything before you arrive?
I'm still flipping through the book.
Okay.
Possibly looking for trees, because I'm trying right now. My mindset, what I'm thinking about is repeating what Trick saw and showed me with the trees and the symbols being carved with the knife.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
That is a 78.
And you're thinking right now about carving things into trees?
Yep.
Okay, as you're flipping through this book, you keep flipping, but you're not looking at the page anymore. You're now seeing that triangle symbol, and you're seeing Briar covered in blood, carving it in. You're seeing Trick carving one in. It's like they're overlapping each other, these two images. And you get the feeling you've done this before many, many times, and you will do it again. But you see the symbol clearly.
Okay.
Since the world's been so crazy, can I use my eavesdropping skill just to see if I can, like, hear something for guidance?
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay.
You have a hunch roll also for this.
I do?
Yes. I'm giving you one for using this eavesdropping skill in a unique way.
Okay. Regular roll?
Yep.
96.
Maybe roll your hunch roll.
I will allow you to do that. You can roll again. That will be your hunch roll, and you can swap it if you want.
Okay. A 2. I want to switch it.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
What are the odds? Okay, so describe to us what it's like when you use this ability. We know what it's like when you listen in when you're working at your barista job, but what is it like this time? This time is different because you have a hunch that you can use this technique in a different way to get advice from somewhere beyond. What's that like?
I feel like there is a moment where things just click, and I realize that maybe if I listen a little harder and I tune everything out, the road noise, any sounds in the car, and like in the movies when a bomb goes off and there's like that shock sound after and your ears are kind of blown out.
Yeah.
I feel like it sounds like that, and I listen for the words in that to hopefully tell me what's happening.
Okay. So as you're hearing this ringing sound, and then it kind of fades away, and you hear that familiar whispering again. Only this time, you can kind of make out your voice. And it's saying, it's my choice. I'm in control. I can choose what happens.
Can I talk to it or ask it questions?
I mean, go for it. Do it. See what happens.
Can I help Henry?
Yes.
How do I help him?
Make a choice.
I don't know what that means. What choice?
It doesn't say anything.
Hey, should we be going to the woods?
You're already there.
Just, okay,
The blood is draining from Trick's face. He's looking mighty pale.
I want to help him. I'm making a choice. I want him to be better.
I have rolled doubles for the last 9 rolls in a row. I just had to say that for a minute.
Jesus.
Sorry. It's like, what the fuck is happening? Okay, Briar. Roll one more time for me.
Okay. A 34.
You're panicking here. You're like, I don't know what that means. And then you get this feeling, this kind of sensation, like goosebumps almost, except you don't have any. And you think to yourself about all those times where you just wanted something to happen, and it happened. You wanted the coffee to be there. You wanted that parking spot to be there, and it was.
I'm gonna put both my hands. At this point, I had taken my shirt off and used it. I'm gonna take the shirt off of him, and I'm gonna put my hands on his wounds directly. I want him to not have this.
Roll.
A 98.
You start. You feel nauseous. And you look down, your stomach, it's not feeling so well. And you start to see the same wounds Trick has slowly appearing on your own body.
It's my fault.
Within a couple seconds, the wounds open, and you are now bleeding.
What did you do? Like as I look up, I think she's diagonal from me.
Yeah, so you can see
I
her.
hear that because I've been flipping through
Yeah.
pages like until I hear her gasp.
Yeah, wounds are appearing on her body. And she doesn't have her shirt on, so you can see it. They're just like, they're appearing exactly where Tricks are. And they're opening and she's bleeding.
What the hell's going on back there?
She's right next to you, I think.
Yeah, she's to your right.
Yeah. So you can
She's
see
to my right.
Yeah, she's in the passenger seat, so you can see her.
Like on the
She's
floor
bleeding.
in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I would probably go to reach for her stomach and
Okay.
try to hold it. You with me? Are you okay? I'm trying to pay attention to the road as well. You okay? What the fuck? Okay. Oh. Fuck. Okay, fine. Fuck. I'm trembling. Like this is just so messed up. But I'm trying to focus on the road. But I got one hand, and I'm grasping probably onto hers, which is holding her stomach.
Okay. You'll have to
Some-
roll another drive again. I'm sorry. You're going so fast.
57.
Okay. Go ahead and you're gonna lose control of the car. You can describe what happens actually. How does Brian try to stop this from happening?
You're so mean. I guess when I put my hand over to grab hers and hold her stomach, looking over, unconsciously, I pull the wheel toward the ditch a little bit, and I jar up back at the road, but I overcorrect, so we veer onto the other side.
So as you reach over to grab her and you're slowly drifting towards the ditch, which there is none because there are these concrete pillars, you're going to smack the right side front end of Trick's SUV
Where the dent was before.
into the concrete, and then you're going to recorrect and go straight down the road.
Don't fucking drive, Brian.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
We have to be close.
You can stop now if you want. I mean, all of the
Stop,
road looks
up
the
here.
same, but
Yeah,
the
up
mile
here.
marker. Yeah.
Brian, up here.
QB Zoom chat.
Oh, sorry.
I let off the gas and I slow down nice and steady with everybody that's in the vehicle. I don't slam on the brakes, trying not to shake anything up too much. And
Whenever you. Oh yeah, sorry.
so just come to a halt at the bridge. Pull over, I unbuckle my seatbelt, leave the car running, just put it in park. I run around to Briar's side, open the door, and I try to assist her in taking off her buckle. Just hang in, Briar. Just hang in, Briar. Okay, I'm just gonna unbuckle you. All right. Hold in there. Okay. I undo the latch and I pull ever so carefully the strap off of her. I grab her left arm, which is probably underneath that first in the V-strap, and then just let it just go through nice and gently. Let the buckle. Okay, hang in there. I got you. Okay, I'm gonna pick you up. Okay, I'm gonna pick you up. Okay? Can you stand? Are you okay? Can you stand?
I'm still pushing on Trick's chest. I'm resisting him trying to grab my arms and stuff. Is anything changed for Trick?
Are you touching his wounds or are you doing something else?
I'm just I'm touching his wounds.
No, he looks very pale and he's not really moving.
I feel like I'm probably getting weaker, and so whenever
Yeah.
Brian does pull on me, I let go.
Normally we'd grapple for this because you're fighting him, but you're actually very, very weak. You're bleeding very quickly, so he can probably lift you up, no problem.
I could probably see that she's resisting because she's pulling away. So, in my mind, she's in a lot of pain. So that was my thing. Okay, maybe I'm not going to pick her up. So I'm assessing the situation right now. A lot of panic in the air. I'm shaking. Shit just got weirder, and we just got into a slight whack on the front of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Which is lining up with this because that other Escalade we saw had a smack in the front of it. And remembering what Trick put on that, I'm freaking out.
Okay. Is your fear stimulus triggered?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, safe to say.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna pause here for a second. Emma. You are on a road. In the middle of nowhere, it seems like. Got bog, tall trees. You recognize this road, but then you don't really. Oh yeah, you do know this road. This is the road. This is halfway. This takes you from Grand Theory all the way back home. But the last thing you remember, you were being cut open. You remember dying. You remember the professor. telling you he warned you. You are alone on this road.
Do I have any marks on me?
You do not.
No scars anymore, no nothing.
No scars, no nothing.
When I look behind me, do I see anything different?
No. A long stretch of road.
I'm just gonna start walking forward then, fast. Just business fast, not scared fast, just nurse fast.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I think I'm just the personality that sitting still doesn't make sense and doesn't help any situation, so I'd probably just start going forward, hoping anything would start changing. A landmark or something. A house.
No house, but a landmark pops up. You see like a little cone on top of one of these concrete things that you recognize. You see it maybe every couple miles. But it's enough for you to say, okay, I've been here and I can keep going forward if you want.
I'm gonna look around me again. Is it pretty quiet? Is it like fog
it's
quiet?
so
Like
quiet.
dead quiet?
Very
yeah,
foggy. Very quiet.
Do I have my... I'm gonna search for my phone. Do I have my phone on me?
You do have your phone on you.
Does it work?
Yeah, it turns on, but you don't have signal.
What time is that?
.30. That is not the time it was when you were in the... Yeah,
It was way earlier.
it was around noon. You've lost a few hours.
Huh. I'm gonna approach the cement thing, just holding both my chest and my phone dumbfounded. Do I see anything around it
Roll.
publicly?
Yeah.
Please roll.
You can do it. Roll 20.
There you go.
Do you want to
Do I want to?
see something?
Yes. I do not like to feel helpless.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for anything that would ground me.
In that case, you see a car.
I rolled a
distance.
47, by the way.
Yeah. You see a car in the distance. It looks stopped. It's got a dent in the front left. It's an SUV. Looks like maybe there's some smoke or something coming up, or steam, or I don't know, something. It's like an accident has just happened.
How far away is it from me?
40 feet, 5-minute walk. You can see it. It's foggy, so you
It's
just
right
kind
there.
of see it in the distance.
I'm just gonna yell, "Hello! Is anyone here?" Does my voice reverberate, or is it just like stopped short of me? Like I can feel it, like doesn't travel.
It doesn't
Is it kind
travel.
of like that?
Yeah.
It doesn't travel.
Yeah.
So I'd probably get very frustrated and just, let's go look at the car. You're not losing it. You're fine. This is fine. It's probably someone broken down. It'll be fine. I'm gonna put my cell phone in my back pocket. Excuse me! Just trying to get louder even though my voice doesn't travel anywhere.
Yeah.
Excuse anyone? Hello? And I'm just gonna keep walking towards it until I reach the
Okay.
car.
As you approach the car, you see someone you recognize in the driver's seat. Someone from the hospital. A patient you often treat. I guess if I can call him a patient. He comes in a lot. You're somewhat close with him.
Is he alive?
No.
And that's pretty obvious to me.
Oh, yeah. You can tell instantly. And he's got blood coming down on the side of his face. Yeah, he's done for. And the only other person you see in the vehicle is actually yourself in the back seat. Your eyes are open and you're staring at you. And you have those cuts.
Absolutely not. Ryan, this is a dream. Oh, you took too much Ambien again. Emma, again. You know better than this. Sleeping problems run my family. Okay, time to wake up! Emma, you can do this. Oh, you shouldn't have worked 2 doubles in a row. A night shift before morning lecture on time. Doesn't even make sense. Oh, wake up! Oh!
Is everything still there? Is everything the way it was?
Yeah, everything's still there, but you start to smell blood. And this hasn't really happened to you before. But you feel something you can only relate to hunger.
I'm gonna move around to the driver's side of the car.
To the driver's side or to
Around
the
the
passenger side?
driver's side.
Okay.
Around the driver's side, yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And I
Still there.
see the patient that I knew, and then I
Yep.
see myself in the back.
Yep.
I'm gonna open the back door.
Okay.
How is myself in the back?
Sprawled, I guess. You were kind of
Like taking
sitting
up the
there.
whole thing.
No, you were sitting upright, your eyes open, staring out the side of the
Am
vehicle.
I on the driver's side back seat,
Yes.
or am I on the passenger? I'm on the driver. Okay,
Yep.
so I'm gonna open it, and I'm gonna kneel down and just get super close to my own face and just kind of look into my own eyes.
What does that feel like for you?
Nothing.
Okay.
You should have moisturized. And then I'm gonna look down at the cuts on her chest. Is the clothes just like everything? It's just
Oh
like
yeah,
out.
it's torn open.
giant slices.
Absolutely. But this isn't the blood you're smelling.
I'm gonna reach out and touch her on the shoulder. Just kind of poke, move.
She's pretty stiff.
Cold, triggered.
Oh, so dead.
I'm gonna stand up and just shut the door. I'm gonna go to the front and look in at my ex-patient. Does it look like the car was wrecked? Like, how is he?
It's funny because it looks like it was just dented in on the front end on the right side. Looks like it was just clipped. But for some reason, it looks like when he clipped it and tried to correct, he may have smashed his head on the window and cracked his skull open.
And is he leaning against his window? If I was to open his door, would he fall out?
Yes, he would.
I'm gonna open the door.
He falls to the ground.
Is he stiff, or is he too?
He's
Not
not,
as stiff.
actually. This
He's
has
not,
just
he's
happened.
loose.
Yeah, he's loose.
Did you kill me? If this is a dream, that means I can do whatever I want. You obviously haven't been as expired as I. She? I. She. I'm gonna push his body with my feet a little bit. Does he kind of flop, like his arms and everything still flop out?
Yeah.
He's that loose. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he
kneel down
is.
and I'm gonna feel
Yeah.
for a pulse just in case. Do I feel anything?
No, you did not.
Can I roll my diagnostic skill and feel for hemorrhaging blood clots or anything? Wounds or anything going on around that I might
Yes,
feel
you
like
may.
is going on? Wow. I rolled an 84, so
There aren't any. He's dead.
I feel nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna feel around his head, and his eyes are probably still open, but I'll probably leave them open.
How?
I'm gonna grab his hand, and I'm just gonna sit there and kind of look at his fingernails. How do they look?
Brian, how are your fingernails?
Not good.
Do you bite them?
Yes.
They're bitten.
But are they bloody?
Nope.
Is there any blood on his hands or body other than his own from his head?
Maybe some down on his side. When he hit his head, some down. This is
I
not
drop
the
his
blood
hand.
you're smelling, though.
I'm gonna stand up. Okay, I'm getting bored with this. What is that smell? And I'm gonna start kind of tracking it. Which direction is it going? Can I smell it like a
You can.
hound?
I need you to roll, though. This can be secret.
Rolled a secret roll.
Okay. You're smelling it sort of from all around. You can kind of sense maybe... Is there something in the trunk? But also overpowering you is right on the passenger side. A lot of blood.
Just like pooling in the passenger side.
No, you can't see anything, but you smell it. There's something there.
I'm gonna look for keys. Do I see keys anywhere? Are there keys in the ignition?
Yeah.
There are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming this is the older type of car that you could take keys out and go to the back and unlock it.
I don't know. It's an SUV. It's Escalade, so I don't know if you could do that. Are those
All right,
the new
I'm gonna
ones
look
push
for a
to
trunk
start?
popping option.
Well, we're gonna say they're not push to start because we've been doing keys this whole time. So yeah.
Yeah,
You
no.
can pull the keys out.
I'll look for the button, whatever pops the trunk
Okay.
on an Escalade, probably a pulley thing,
Okay.
and pop the trunk, and then I'm gonna go around to the back and sniff like a hound dog to it pretty feverishly because I'm just frustrated at this point.
Yeah.
What is that? This is disgusting. Dreams don't smell. Oh, it's somehow delicious. I can't even understand this. What is going on? I'm gonna scurry around to the back. What do
Yeah.
I see?
Nothing. There's nothing in the
Break
trunk.
it open.
Yeah. There's nothing there.
I hate dreams. This is why I take Ambien. Oh, fuck this car. I'm gonna slam it shut and just look at it. And look at the body of my old patient just dripping out the side. Maybe I should look into a different career choice.
Brian, not Trick, Briar, and Theo. The trunk of the Escalade opens by itself. Sits open for a minute, and then shuts itself.
I mean, I'm still like probably cut up.
Yeah. I'd get out of
Yes.
the car at this point.
I think you're fading fast. Briar, you can roll for me.
Okay. A 91.
Oh, God. Yeah, you don't feel so well at all. Very nauseous, very faint, very dizzy. You're finding it really hard to concentrate.
I would imagine by this point my hands are no longer on his wounds.
No.
Okay. And I'm probably, if the door is open, I'm probably gonna tip out of the car and end up on the ground.
Okay. Brian, do you try to catch her?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I roll?
No. They were gonna say
Okay.
you can get her. No problem.
All right. I catch her on the fall. Oh, all right. And I try to just carefully lay her on the ground.
I've come around to that side at this point.
Okay.
I'm going
Right.
to step over her a little bit. Oh, sorry.
No, that's perfect. You were stepping over while I'm telling that.
Yeah, I'm going toward Trick now, which is still in the vehicle.
Yeah, I
So
think
it's-
he's in the passenger seat still.
Yeah, right, because he was on top, right? So I'm going over to assess Trick right now and see what's going on since I've been driving the whole time. I didn't get a good assess. So I'm just looking at his face. I'm not very medically inclined.
Yeah.
So I don't know proper procedures of pulse checking and stuff. It's just not my forte.
Okay.
I'm just looking at him. I'm looking at his face. I'll lift up one of his eyelids to see if like it's moving around, something to show life.
Nothing. He's very cold to the touch.
Ryan.
I pull my hand back and
Ryan,
what?
help me over the barricade. I've got the knife in my pocket and I'm still clutching the book.
All right.
I probably put it under my shirt and tuck in my shirt into my pants so it kind of stays in place, the book itself, so I can have both arms. And I'm going to attempt to climb up over the barricade with his help.
Roll.
That is a 96
You can't get up by
Jesus.
yourself.
today. Yeah, so I attempt to, and you see me struggling pretty badly.
Like I come over and I give you a hand, a little bit of anger behind it. So when I go to give you a assist, it's more like almost a push than a
Sure.
boost.
Absolutely.
Kind of almost like I'm trying to chuck you over at this point.
Oh, yeah. So he's helping me now.
Yep, go for it. Go ahead and roll.
Brian, I'm assuming, for helping?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
32.
Oh, yeah. He's able to lift you up and over. No problem.
Probably a little.
Yep.
Careful.
I don't even check. He's over it. I go right back over to Trick and Briar.
Okay.
Okay.
Briar's in dire straits.
I'm sorry, Brian.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything.
I thought it would help.
What? What would help?
I touched it. Don't touch it.
Don't touch what?
I feel like talking would just take too much out of me.
Okay.
Roll one more time, Briar.
I've been rolling so bad today.
I know everyone has. This is not how I thought this was going to go.
Oh my.
Briar falls unconscious.
All right, Briar, I need you. Briar, smacking her cheek a little bit. Briar. I stand up. I'm looking around. I am surrounded by 3 people that I think might have just died. Fuck! Okay. Okay. What do we do? What do we do? I pull out the note that Trick's doppelganger from the other. And I'm looking over his notes. This is what I'm doing. And I'm trying to figure out what to do, and I'm shaking so much I can barely read it. While I'm looking at it, I'm just scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. I just crumble it up. I throw it down. Oh, fuck, come on, man. Think, man. Okay. All right. The road. Time. Okay, so this has all happened. There was something. Oh, all right. I run over to the ledge. And I look down to the professor. Professor! I yell for him.
Emma, you hear Brian's voice. Professor! But it's coming from in front of you and over by the by the concrete wall.
Professor!
Probably gonna frantically look between the concrete wall and his body.
Yeah, it's not coming from his body.
Huh. Oh my god.
Professor!
It was only Ambien, right? You didn't take anything else. You have no more Vicodin. There's no more Roxy's left. No. No, it's fine. It's just... Did you actually go to... Did we actually go to sleep? Where was the last... We were on a field trip. I'm asleep in the car. Oh, this is a psychotic episode. Oh my god, the fumes have finally gotten to us. Those other poor, ignorant classmates of mine. They must be terrified. What to do?
I'm gonna
As
walk
you say
right-
what to do, a pool of shadowy, smoky liquid forms right in front of your feet.
Oh, disgusting.
And then it comes up from the concrete, slowly forming what looks to be like a human figure.
Hello?
And it stands before you.
How tall is it?
Your height.
I'm gonna put my hand out.
It puts its hand out.
Ah, it's like Dark Link. I played this when I was younger. How does it go? Anticipate the movements, dodge roll. I am not that limber. Hello! You?
Do anything.
Yeah, you hear your own voice. Hello, you.
You don't have to be so condescending.
It says exactly what you say at the same time that you say it. It reacts the same way you react. It pulls back.
I'm gonna reach out and try to put my finger with its finger.
You
Touch
feel
it.
something when you do, and yeah, you can touch it.
Is it solid or is it kind of like...
No, it's solid when you get there, yeah.
Is this how that poor Briar lives her whole life? She mumbled something in class. Poor girl. Coffee. It's still mimicking me?
Yeah, it's mimicking you exactly.
I try to play patty cake with it.
You can absolutely play patty cake with it. Theo, What
No
are you
one
doing?
could do this at this speed with me. Ah, we're perfect for each other. Dreams are the
Man, you
best.
just said a mouthful.
Jesus.
Sorry, I'm dead.
No, that's okay. Theo, what are you doing when you hear Brian call to you from over the concrete wall?
So I hear the professor. I have to find the right trees. And it's probably more or less right here from what I remember.
Yeah.
So I've got the knife out and I've pulled the book out from under my shirt. So I'm clutching the book shut. And I move up to what I think is the first tree that I started seeing that symbol on.
Okay.
Start carving the triangle symbol with the line and keep moving down the line of trees with each carving.
Okay. I need you to roll.
Absolutely. That is a 17. If that's a dark knowledge roll, my skill is 25.
Is it really?
Yes.
Professor. I need you to pick someone. Trick, Briar,
Yeah.
or Emma. Pick one.
Briar.
All right. Briar, You awake in darkness. You are reliving the worst moment of your life.
Can I see these things? Like, or am I just in dark?
You are reliving the worst moment of your life.
Whoa. Okay, just breathe. I'm gonna close my eyes. It's not real. Because things are banging all around me. I'm sitting in a bed. There's the creature in the door. It came at me super fast, and it's right in my face, and so I'm closing my eyes now. It's not real. Am I still bleeding? Is there anything?
No. It's very disorienting.
I'm gonna open my eyes, and it's not gonna be there. I'm just trying to breathe through it. Can I roll to see if I open my eyes?
Yes.
If it stops? A 45.
Do you want it to?
I don't want to see this.
There's
I want
nothing there.
Is it just black again, though?
Yes.
Okay. What the fuck is happening? Hello? I'm gonna feel my chest. I'm gonna feel my body, because I was just bleeding out on the concrete.
That's right, you were. And you remember that now. As you're kind of becoming aware of your surroundings. You remember exactly where you were. You were bleeding out. You were trying to help Trick. Why are you here? Where are you?
Can I feel anything?
No. That's actually perfect. You can leave that.
Oh, okay.
Trick. You awake in darkness. You are reliving the worst moment of your life. What is that like for Trick?
Hold on. I'm in darkness,
Yes.
but I'm reliving the worst moment of my life without seeing it.
No, Trick can see it. So you wake in darkness, and now you are reliving the worst moment of your life.
Okay. So I wake up in darkness and I look up and I'm actually sitting on the ground and Dad's there. And he's got a half full bottle of whatever he was drinking. Something like a Jack Daniels bottle because it's got square corners. And he's yelling at me that I'm a freak. I'm no son of his. There's no way in hell he could ever have a son like this. A loser. Worthless, freak, weirdo, faggot, just hitting me over and over and over. And then, what seems like instantly later, I wake up in the driveway of my childhood home. Dad stands in the doorway and takes one drink and just points. He doesn't have to say anything. You know what that means? Never allowed back here again. And then the memory stops. Because after that, it became the best day of my life.
Professor, how many symbols do you carve into the trees?
I try to remember how many there were in the first place, because I'd be trying to match that. So if there were like 8 symbols,
There were 8, yes.
Okay, I thought that
I wasn't going to feed it to you. I was going to see if you could actually remember it, but you did.
8.
Yep.
So I carve 8 symbols, 1 in each tree with Trick's knife.
Trick, as you stand in the darkness, you see a figure, maybe, a little bit in the distance. It's pitch black, but you maybe see movement somehow.
It's hard to see because if you could see Trick's face, he's smiling, but the tears don't stop. So his vision's blurry. But he staggers, realizes that his head is really still swimming. There's blood trickling down from the back. You can feel it like trickle down the back of his neck into his shirt. From there, trickles into his jeans. And he stumbles towards the figure.
Briar, you see Trick come out of the darkness.
Trick? Trick? Henry?
Bro,
Oh my god. I'm gonna run over.
is that you?
I'm gonna hug him. You're okay. Oh my god.
Where am I? What's going on?
I don't know. You're okay. Oh my god. And I'm touching his chest like all over. Does he have scars or does he have like...
No, he has a wound on the back of his head. Actually, he looks like shit. He looks like he's been beat up pretty badly. But not the same.
Oh, what happened? I'm gonna touch his face.
Well, I look back to see if my house is there. If the driveway or the road. Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay. Wait a minute. And I feel my chest where the wound might be. Is there anything there?
Oh, sorry, I just saw your message. I can't answer that. You don't want me to answer that.
You want me to
No.
answer what? What?
You just you messaged me privately and I just saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, you don't have any wounds on your chest. You only have the wounds that you remember getting that day. And in fact,
Then
those
I
are fading
immediately
a bit.
touch the back of my head.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's wet.
And then look at my hand.
I'm
Is
gonna
there blood?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
There is-
touch
there
the
is
back
blood.
of his head. What happened? Is my shirt's probably still off, right?
Yeah.
Or am I okay? Okay. I don't have anything to put on your head. I'm sorry. Hey.
No, it's no. And I hold her cheek.
I'm so happy you're okay.
Everything's fine now.
Why is the head? What happened to your head?
I don't know what's going on, but time being all fucky and all. I just relived the worst and the best day of my life.
What?
The last time I ever saw my father alive.
Do you miss him?
Yeah, I do.
I'm just gonna hold him. I'm so sorry.
I swear to God, that man was shut out by the devil. But I fucking miss him.
You can't control who you love.
I worked my whole life trying. But it's not even, and I don't like shove her away, but I push her like gently. That happened years ago.
I don't know in this world.
Not real. It's not now. Did anything happen to you? You
Just
see
that
anything?
Stupid thing again. Anything significant in my fucking life seems to revolve around that.
Was it a memory?
Yeah. It doesn't feel real, so I don't know if it's a memory. Just keep reliving it over and over again.
I grab her hand and I just hold it by my side. If she lets me. If Briar lets me. Okay.
I would definitely have let
Okay.
him. And
as you two are standing there, Emma, as you're playing patty cake with the shadow, it stops, mirroring you, and then grabs your wrists and starts encompassing you.
Excuse me. I do not believe so, madam. And I'm going to kind of try to kick away from it. Is it stuck to me?
Oh, it's stuck to you. It is now sliding up and over your body.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's slowly covering every inch of you.
Wake up. Gross, 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 gross. Do I feel it?
Oh, yeah. It feels
What does
like,
it feel like?
ooh, it feels like heavy weighted blanket, but you can't actually feel it. You just feel the pressure. You don't feel anything on top of you, but you feel that pressure. Like when you're deep underwater. That's what it feels like.
Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, God. Wake up, wake up, wake up,
And it's
Emma.
slowly coming up over your chest, now up your neck. It's covering your mouth, going into your nose, and then it covers your eyes. And you awake in darkness with two people you don't recognize at first. And then you recognize one of them. Briar.
Excuse me, miss. How far away is she?
She's right there in front of you, actually.
Oh, excuse me, miss. Thank God you're available.
Emma?
You look like the type to wear a name tag. Could you help me?
Emma?
Oh, do we know? You. How are you doing?
I'm not there.
You are there. She just doesn't recognize you.
Okay.
Does she not know who I am?
She will in a minute. I'm assuming she's role-playing out the part where she doesn't recognize you.
Oh, Emma. Because I know her voice.
Yeah, you do. You know her. You do too, Trick. It's Emma.
Briar, what are you doing here? You didn't come today. Didn't you have work?
Emma?
Oh, hello, sir.
This Emma, this is Trick. Do you not know him?
Emma?
I don't think we've met. My name's Emma. It's wonderful to meet you. Any idea why we're in a black room? I think I fell asleep in the back of a car, and they might have dropped me off as a cruel joke.
This may sound like a very strange question, but what day is it, Emma?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I like I touched the back of my head and I show her the blood. Like I really hit my head on something,
Oh my!
and I'm kind of foggy.
And I'm
I
just
just wanna
gonna
know what
ignore
day
him
it
and
is,
run
how
around to the
long
back
I've
of
been
him and
out.
start rustling through his hair and looking at it. Can you bend down a little bit? I'm a little vertically challenged. Can I just?
I'll get down on my
I
like.
am a nurse.
I'll haunch on my knees. Like I'll get down on my toes and my knees.
I'm gonna start parting his hair and.
Yeah.
Oh my! Did someone hit you?
That yes, but that's not important.
I'm gonna pull a tissue out of my pocket and just start
I
pressing on his.
I blacked out,
sir.
Emma. I
You
just
seem
want to know how
roughly-
long I was blacked out. What day is it?
I mean, the day we're going on the field trip.
February 13th.
It's,
Wednesday.
it's February 13th, the day before that lovely Hallmark holiday.
So wait a minute. You do know that?
I have no idea who you are.
We're going on the field trip.
I went on a field trip with my professor. Briar, who is in my class, I assume didn't go because of work? Right, Briar? You wouldn't skip on a lovely time lecture, would you?
No, I went, Emma. Trick did
Excuse
too.
me.
Emma, I was in the same
Is this
class.
hurting? Have you been sleepy at all?
I was in the same class with you, Emma. With the professor. We're gonna go see the lecture.
No, I went to the well, it's a funny story. We didn't quite make it to the lecture, but
Why? Why didn't you make
mean-
it to the lecture?
it's a little fuzzy. I think I fell asleep in the car.
Who was driving?
Was it the professor?
Was it the professor's car? That old piece of shit?
I mean, there were definitely some issues with it.
Okay. Who was in the passenger seat?
All very confusing. Do you smell something? I've been
I sniff.
smelling this aroma around the vehicle, and there were fumes. I'm starting to think. Where did the car go? Where are we? Can we see anything at all, or is it just blackness?
It's just black, but when you say the smell, I know you were talking about the fumes, but you remember the blood you smelled. And it's right in front of you. These people.
I'm gonna slowly pick up the gauze from the top of his head. It's you. And I'll probably just absentmindedly, not really realizing it,
Now,
on my
Emma, honey.
face. Anyways, why are we in the dark?
I stand up.
You smell incredible.
I look Emma in the eyes and I grab her by the shoulders so I make sure I not like forcefully, but like just gently like try to get her attention. Like, Emma,
Yes.
it's my blood that you're smelling. Not
Sir, that's
wager.
ridiculous. I'm a nurse. I've smelt many bleeding patients. You smell like a delectable steakhouse.
I take a little, I dab a little bit of blood and I put it like near her face.
Oh, you gotta roll, honey.
Okay.
Oh, not you. I'm sorry. She's gotta
Oh.
roll. Equivalent to a saving throw.
I got initiative. I got good initiative in
Yeah.
case that some shit happens.
You can describe how this happens, but you want that.
64.
So he's got my shoulders right now, and I'm sitting here. My hand would probably fly up really quick to his
Yeah.
wrist,
He's got it right in front of your mouth.
mouth area, and I'm just going to be sitting there holding it and probably start to squeeze really hard because I'm probably trying to bring it towards myself, but I'm also finding my urge to bring it towards myself. I've never
She's
met
squeezing you pretty
before.
hard.
I'm gonna grab her wrist and try to use my crossbow.
No.
Why are you
Oh,
holding him?
good. My
What the
other
fuck are you
hand's gonna
doing,
start
Emma?
to go towards the top of his head.
Okay, Briar is trying to stop you.
What?
Briar, roll.
I'm not very strong and I don't have any
I'm
strength.
at 53.
Yeah, no, that's fine. She rolled 64. You're good.
Okay.
Go ahead and describe what this is like as you pry her off of him.
I just see her squeezing his arm super hard. I'm gonna grab her wrist and I'm gonna take her fingers and pull them back. What the fuck are you doing, Emma?
I don't know.
Briar.
You okay?
No. Get the fuck away from me, and I'm probably gonna just push him off me. And
Briar, she's got some sort of bloodlust. I saw her in the bathroom at the professor's
what
office.
is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You fucking crack in your blood? My God.
I don't think that's how it works, Emma.
You guys hear Brian's voice in the distance. Professor?
Professor!
I'm gonna slowly move to just stand behind Briar, just like staring at Trick, but like through Briar.
He's not gonna hurt you, Emma. I don't know.
There's something wrong with him.
There's nothing right going. Today's just fucking weird.
And then
Did
you
you
hear
hear
the
that?
professor's voice calling back.
Brian?
Professor! Professor! It's the fumes! I believe we're all just hallucinating at this point. I hear a dog.
Brian! Where are you?
Ryan, you hear this voice. You respond?
No.
I have a question. Well,
Yes.
no, I guess maybe. Well, you know how I was laying out on the side of the car?
Mm-hmm.
Is my body still there?
I can't answer that because you're not there.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I just thought I'd try. Okay.
Brian, Brian, you
No.
are there. The concrete wall, I guess. You're calling for the professor, right? And you hear this voice and you don't answer back. What do you do now?
I'm kind of frozen in the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think to myself how that's possible. I know who it is. I recognize the voice, obviously.
I grab Briar's hand and start going to where I think his voice came from.
Okay.
Come on, Briar, you coming with me? I'm gonna
Yeah,
go try and
yeah.
find Brian.
I'm gonna just follow him.
I'm gonna reach out and slap his arm. Don't you dare touch her!
Emma, don't take this the wrong way. I don't think I have whatever you got going on, so I think it's gonna be okay.
Briar, my dear.
I'm gonna
there's
grab
something wrong
Emma's
with him.
hand. There's nothing wrong with him. And I'm gonna grab her hand, and I'm gonna grab Trick's hand. Trick, just let's go.
I'm not sure how it works as far as using like just regular abilities like the convince on another PC.
Yeah. You can.
Okay, 'cause
well, you
I
just
would love to
basically
try
roll.
to convince Emma to calm down and come with us.
All right, roll for it.
Okay. My convince is 25. My soul is 70. 61. So
Okay.
I'm in between.
So Emma can now roll. So you rolled a partial, and
I
actually
rolled a
she rolled
39.
lower than you. So it's,
What is she rolling against?
she's rolling against whatever you rolled, and you rolled a 61. So
Is
if
there
you had
like,
rolled
is there
under
like,
your,
I'm wondering, is there ability like versus ability or?
it sort of is in this sense. So
Okay.
what you're doing is if you roll underneath your stat, I'll just explain this really quickly. Like yours was what, 20 something? Your
Oh, I know
convince-
how like a success works. Like the soul is 70, the convince
Yeah.
is 25. So partial success is between those.
Yep.
A real success is below 25.
So
But
because you're
I was
fighting
wondering, like,
her, if you had rolled 25 or under,
Mhm.
she would have no chance.
Ah,
But
there
because
it
you
is.
rolled a partial, she
Okay.
can now fight against it, and she rolled lower than you. So
There you go.
it's up to her to decide if she's going to be convinced or not.
Okay, and if I would have rolled over 70, it would have been a no-go.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So I just tell Emma, you trust Briar, right? Briar, you trust me, right?
Yeah.
You can hear all of this, Brian.
I'm gonna go to the sound. I'm talking to Briar now. I'm gonna go to the sound of Brian's voice. Hopefully, you both will come with. If not, that's your choice. But I heard a friend. Do you know Brian, Emma?
Brian,
He's a drunk from class.
that is an inappropriate word. I do believe I know who you're talking about.
Well, he's not an alcoholic. He doesn't go to meetings.
Are you speaking of Mr. Miller?
I believe so.
Yes. Yeah, Brian Miller.
Yes, I know of Mr. Miller.
I can hear you all.
Brian, get over here. Where are you?
Terrible Disney ride.
I'm
Mr.
set.
Miller?
Emma?
I start walking
Mr.
toward the
Miller.
stairs. I'm zeroing in on that shit.
I'm gonna follow Trick.
And I'm gonna stay like on. I'm basically on Briar's back, like holding her shirt. Just
I don't have a shirt on, so
getting
As you
her
walk
body.
closer to the voice, they definitely get louder. Until the point where it sounds like you guys are standing right next to each other.
I reach for my lighter and try and like fucking light something up.
So I'm sorry, just to clarify, you're taking your lighter out and you're holding it out and you're flicking the light.
I'm trying to light it up so I can see like just any amount further in the dark.
Roll,
If that
please.
works.
Yeah, roll. We'll see.
Rolling I will. 52.
As you flick the lighter, for an instant, you think you see glowing eyes and a wicked wide grin in the distance, but then it's gone.
I fucking dropped the lighter. God damn it. Yeah, I just go in the spark. I see that shit. I just fuck. And I bend down and try and find my lighter.
I have my phone, right?
Yes,
Maybe
you
in
do.
my. Can I use the light function on the phone?
You absolutely can.
Okay, I'm.
I see that light come on, and I gently just go. Why did I think of that? So stupid.
I don't know what your battery's at now on your phone. You've been using them all day and you haven't charged.
Uh huh.
Yeah. So we're going to say it's pretty low.
Okay.
But yeah, you can use the light.
I like immediately reach in my pocket and grab mine,
Okay.
feeling like an idiot.
Okay. And you are shining this light outward?
Well, first, like just out of habit, out of instinct, I turn on and look at it, see if there's any notifications.
I'm gonna be.
You have one voicemail trick and one text message.
Okay.
Professor.
I unlock it. Oh, go ahead.
Professor, you are standing in the woods. You've carved in the last symbol, and you see two lights in the distance. They look like they're kind of shining out of the woods. They look like... What is that? Is that a cell phone? You're muted. Sorry.
Nothing.
Still muted.
Hello.
It's all right. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zoom's being weird to me. Okay, fair enough. I was like, I'm muted here. Anyway, Brian.
Do I hear him?
Yes, you do. And so do you, Trick, Emma, and Briar.
Professor!
The professor? Okay.
Yeah. You can all hear each other.
But I hear them behind me, but I see the lights in front of me.
You hear them all around you. Like up, maybe.
Gotcha. But the lights are into the woods.
Yes, they are. They're in front
Okay.
of you.
Ryan, are you still there?
I think so.
Did I hear the rest of them? Did it work?
Briar, do you hear them? I'm not
Did it
going
work?
inside.
No, I hear him. I think.
Sometimes I take one too many Ambien before I go to bed.
I mean, I think. No, it's not Ambien. It's definitely not the fucking Ambien.
Should we yell back at it?
Yes. Try it.
Did it not work?
Dr. Theo! Sir?
Is that
Mr.
Emma?
Miller! I'm in complete darkness. Where are you?
I
I found a strange man, and I found Briar. Do you remember that lovely girl from class? Smells of coffee.
How would I forget? You're alive. Good. It worked. Brian, it worked.
What?
I'm alive.
While this is going on, I'm checking my message.
Yeah. Oh, which one? The text
My
message or the
text.
voice
My
message?
text.
This is a test.
I'm actually right now with the fact that I am surrounded by 3 dead bodies.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I start hearing them again. And the professor, he's been fumbling with this book, and I've been very quiet on it and watching him. And he's asking if it worked, and I have no context to this.
Can you see my light, Professor?
Do I see a light moving back and forth?
Yeah, you
off
do.
the-
Exactly like that.
Yes.
I
Rick.
Briar, Emma, let's go. Follow my light, and I turn it around so they can see like behind me because I'm moving forward.
I'll keep my light forward so like he can kind of see in front of him. Hopefully.
Are the lights
I'll
coming
keep
toward
off.
me?
One of them is. The other one you can kind of see bouncing, but not really. It's very foggy all of a sudden. Brian, what are you doing?
I go to the ledge and I look down into the forest. Can I see him?
Well, it's a concrete barrier.
Yeah, I'm looking down over the barrier.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he's off in the forest, right? Can I see him through the
You
trees?
can see
or
him,
no?
yeah. He's about
I can
feel
see
like-
him.
8 trees in. Yeah, you can see him. It's very foggy now.
It's very foggy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like over the edge with the fear and everything, and then starting to hear these people that are dead, and I'm lining up everything, especially with that note. I decide to jump over that ledge, over that barrier, onto the ground. I proceed toward him, but I pull out my revolver and I tuck it into my front pocket with my hand in my pocket, single hand in my pocket.
So I'm just looking out. I probably maybe hear do I hear a thud behind me? Or not?
Ooh. How stealthy were you being, Brian? I'm assuming you were trying to be a little bit.
A little bit, not too much, but just quietly
roll
without
to see
saying
how quiet
anything,
you
not even
were.
acknowledging he's talking to me.
Yeah, let's roll and see how quiet you were.
Okay. Did that work?
My. Yeah, super quiet. No,
I
Professor. You don't hear
Okay.
anything.
So I'm looking forward and seeing like
17 for pack, by the way.
Yeah, sorry.
perfect. Come to my voice. Drick. Emma, is Briar there?
Just stay there, Professor.
Briar?
I'm on my way.
Of course Briar's here.
I'm here, Professor.
I
Thank
stated
God.
that. Are you deaf? Are you injured?
No, I'm fine. And so are you all.
What?
Hey, what?
Briar, why does he keep saying we're fine?
It
It's a
worked.
long story, Emma. Do you really not
God, it worked.
remember
He's
anything?
right.
I mean, not really. There were all the fumes around the car when we went to
Professor,
Trick's house.
there's
I'm
one
slowly
piece
walking
left.
toward him while this is happening. Sorry.
No, that's okay. There's one piece left, you remember. You just can't quite grasp what exactly that piece is. You can roll to try to remember in this moment as Brian is creeping up behind you.
I'm going to try to roll to remember. That is an 87.
You can't quite remember what is needed, but you know there's something missing to finish this.
I start flipping through the book because that's what I have to. That's the only thing I can think of to lean on.
Brian, he starts flipping through the book. As you're
Professor,
approaching, he doesn't see
Keep
call
coming.
out to me so I know where you are.
I'm here. Come to me.
What
Is
is
this-
here?
Is this voice getting any closer?
Yes,
Okay,
and so
okay.
is the light, Professor.
I'm approaching him quite slowly. I got my left shoulder forward a little bit with my right hand in my pocket, gripping my gun. I pull the receiver back inside my pocket.
Come to me. I might have to pull you over. I don't know how yet.
Excuse me?
Theo, one more roll.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the chance to hear that.
I absentmindedly forget that I did not pick up my lighter.
You did not. No, you didn't hear anything, Theo. You're flipping through the book. All you hear is pages and their voices.
Yep. And I'm trying to get to the page.
Oh, yeah, you get to the page. You know the page very well.
Yep. So I get there.
Am I right up on him now?
You're right up on him.
And I take out Trick's knife and prick my finger and trace the symbol.
I guess I can kind of see he's fumbling around with something,
Yeah.
and he's obviously got a knife in his hand, and you can hear the little, he's like probably poking his finger, right?
Mm-hmm.
I pull the gun out of my pocket, and I let him feel the tip of the barrel hit on the back of his head.
And that's where we're going to take a break.
What?
Why do you? I want to love you so much, PB. You make me hate you. Why do you do that?
Oh my god.
What?
Oh.
Oh, my God. Okay. Whew. Holy intense, Batman. All right,
Okay.
everybody.
We're gonna be born again.
Maybe.
Please, guys, if you have not done so, follow all of these magnificent players. Those of you listening to the audio version of the show, I just want you to know, midway through, the players turned their lights off. You know, Zeke pulled out his phone so they had the light. Like, if you're not watching these episodes, change your mind. I love that you're listening, but you should come and watch this because this is crazy awesome. All right. Also, if you have a Twitch Prime, please consider using it on one of these people. They're fantastic. And if
Or
you-
Pumpkinberry, or this channel.
Yeah, perfect.
And if you want to help support Tablestory and what we do, you guys can head over to our Patreon. We've got character sheets, adventures for you and your table, and you can make NPCs for the show, including this one. How, you might ask? Go check it out. In the meantime, go stretch your legs, take a bathroom break, and wash those piss mittens before you come back. We'll be right back. PB, is this improv? Yes, everything is improvised. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys so much for waiting. I hope you washed your piss mittens. We're going to dive right back in. We left off with Briar, Trick, and Emma in the darkness, walking towards the voice of Brian and the professor. The professor was flipping through his book, trying desperately to find this page with the symbol that he has had nightmares of every single night for last 2, 3, 5, or is it 10 years? Brian is standing behind the professor with a revolver pointed at the back of his head.
It was you, wasn't it?
As I'm like sitting there, you see me like tense up and stiffen.
Brian,
It was
what
you
are
all
talking
along.
about? Well,
I
what are
think you know what I'm
about?
talking about. The reason we're all here. We keep going in fucking circles. Don't think I haven't noticed that book. What are you doing out here now? That knife.
I like slowly lift my hand up, and you'd see like a trickle of blood kind of going down. Probably cut it a bit deeper than I intended, so there's a little bit more blood than it should be for like a little prick.
I give him a slight little budge with my revolver at the back of his head.
Okay.
What did you do, you sick fuck? It's always the quiet ones, isn't it?
I'm trying to bring them back, Brian.
Bring them back. What? So we can do it again and again and again. You know, my life was not that great before I met you. But now it's a whole lot worse. And everyone in your class, it's been a part of your game, hasn't it? It's time to talk.
What do you want?
I want the truth. Now.
I don't know it. Not in full. I get flashes. I've done it so many times. I just want to leave it. I want it to stop. I don't think killing me will do that. It'll just start again. I'm sure I've died before. And you have. Briar has. And Emma has. And Trick has. And it always starts with Bello dying. I don't want it anymore. I want it to stop. I don't understand.
How'd it start?
I don't know. I think I know how it ends.
I slowly just push the gun to make his head tilt down. And how's that?
We confront it. Like the thing in the dark. We find it.
I pull the gun away from his head. I ease it to the side of my body, still holding finger around the trigger. And how do we do that exactly?
We need them with us. We confront it together. That's what I've seen.
put the gun up to the side of my temple and kind of use it and just the cold steel to kind of hit my temple. Okay. If you're lying to me, I'm gonna put a bullet in your head. And then I'm gonna pull a bullet in mine.
Then we'll wake up again.
We'll see. How can I help?
You see the lights.
And like I point my dripping finger out toward where I think they were coming from.
Oh yeah, you can kind of still see them. It looks like they've stopped though. I'm assuming when they heard this conversation, what did you guys do? Just stop and listen?
Yeah, I mean, once I heard like shoot him and himself or whatever, I would have completely doused my light. I would have kept going up towards them, but slowly.
Okay.
Unless Trick told me to put my light out, I probably would have just like angled it down and
Yeah.
not put it out.
Okay. You guys are approaching so close now. They should be right in front of you, but everything is darkness.
You see them, Brian.
Ryan, all you see is a light. Looks like a flashing cell phone light, maybe, in this fog.
I've reached down to my ankle holster and grabbed my revolver.
I see a shimmer of some sort. Is that your shadowy friend?
That's them on the other side. We need to pull them to us.
Who?
Briar, Emma, Trick.
Yes! We're still here!
In the darkness, you hear the clicking of a hammer.
I quickly put the gun right back on Professor's back of his head. How
Hey,
do I know this is
Brian.
them? How do I know this is them?
Hey,
Ask
Brian,
Something. As you hear.
what's going on?
I'm actually kind of ignoring it. I want to hear what comes out of Professor's mouth.
Hey, Professor,
Yes, Trick.
I heard something about shooting people shooting themselves. Tell me what's going on. You heard the noise. I got my own piece in my hand.
I'd like to bring you to us. Brian, ask them a question they would know.
Brian is there with you then?
Yes.
Okay.
Ryan, don't. It's fucking just black in here. Don't. I don't want to be stuck in here.
What is here?
I don't know, Emma.
I'm hearing two that are in agreement, and I'm hearing Emma, which is completely impervious to the situation. To me, this makes absolutely no sense. I would think they would be all working together and try to stop me, but one of them isn't. It's almost like she's disconnected from the situation. And to me, that doesn't line up.
Hey, Brian, I want you to use your ears. You don't have to talk. Just listen. And you hear like a thick metal thunk of a gun hitting the ground. You know what that was? My friend, Brian. I feel like I'm right next to you, but I can't see you.
Is that you?
It's me. It's Trick. Henry. Not Trick 2. I'm day 1, day 2 Trick.
You want to know
Excuse
something?
me, what?
behind me on the road, you, Briar, and Emma are dead.
Oh shit! Everybody roll. All the dead people roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I remember that?
We're gonna find out.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Read out your roll when you get them.
60.
I rolled a 76.
75.
Everyone mark a fail on your unnatural. Actually, we're gonna go with the other one. Hold on. There's like a self-identity one. That's the one I'm gonna.
Hell.
Self.
That one. That's a failed track. Yes, you all remember quite suddenly your deaths. Emma, your chest was ripped open. The professor was standing over you. He said, I warned you. You said, Professor, what have you done? What have you done? And then everything went black for you. Trick, you remember the sound? Some sweet voice as you just drifted off in pain. But you remember the accident. You remember being in there. You remember getting thrown up against the wall by this shadowy figure. You remember the conversation you had with her prior to Briar. Briar, you remember putting your hands on Trick and wanting more than anything to take that pain away from him and then letting it explode out onto your body, killing you.
I'm gonna reach out and just grab Briar really quick and just start to scream, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Briar! Oh my god! I don't think it was Ambien!
You did. No, calm down, Emma. It's okay.
Oh my god!
Hey, Brian.
Wait, shut up! Shut the fuck up! Are we dead?
No, I don't.
Oh my god! All I remember is the professor. What did you say? He said...
What?
He said he warned me? Professor! Excuse me?
I'm still here.
Did you happen to try to warn me of something?
I remember that particular iteration.
Roll privately, please.
So timid. Okay.
Okay.
I love we're all just like fucking tense. Fucking
I got a
white
gun to the back
knuckling
of my
it.
head.
When she says, did you try to warn me? You do. You get a flash of is it your? Yes, your last encounter with her. And you knew you had to sacrifice her to bring her here. We need all of you to make it work. You've tried it every other way. You've tried it with just Briar. You've tried it with just Brian. You've tried it just alone. And you're hoping this is the way that will work. You need all of them.
At the graveyard, right?
What are you guys talking about? Emma wasn't at the graveyard.
She was once.
I was at the graveyard. What are you talking about? Briar, don't you remember?
We needed everyone. We need everyone. I had to bring you here.
Are you saying that because in our particular experience, since Emma wasn't with us, that it caused some sort of problem?
No, we had to be here with everyone.
Where is here, darling? We're in a dark room.
This time.
Well,
This try. But we failed. You didn't make it.
and
So
I'm
I had
starting to
bring you-
question whether or not you were responsible for me not making it, Doctor.
Oh, God.
What try are we on?
Oh, Professor. When she says, what try are we on? You feel an immense pain in your head. You remember day after day after day. You must have done this hundreds of times. I need you to roll against your constitution, please.
That is a 98.
Oh, nozzles.
Oof. The day.
Rolls are harsh today. Harsh.
The professor falls to his knees. Blood is coming out of your nose, Professor. And right before you black out, you have a moment of clarity. You remember Adisabello. You remember trying to stop her. You remember her smiling at you as she takes all of your memory.
So he passes out.
Yeah, he falls to the ground.
Doctor? Dr. Theo! Hello? Mr. Miller?
Brian,
Briar?
what happened?
Reach out and grab Briar's arm. Oh my god.
It's gonna be okay, Emma. Emma. I think that I'm starting to get pissed. And so I'm gonna just start grabbing at things in the dark. And I'm moving, I mean, even though Emma's on me, I'm gonna start just pushing at things.
Okay. Roll.
A 37.
Okay. As you're pushing out into the dark, you hit what feels like bark. It's hard. You can kind of feel like little bits and pieces, and you're feeling around. Yeah, that's a tree trunk. And then you move forward. Yep, there's another one. You know where you are now. You're in those woods, on that road. But you can't see anything.
I'm gonna close my eyes and wish that the darkness wasn't here anymore.
I need you to be very careful with your words here. Tell me again what you want.
Since I know where I am,
Yes.
I want to close my eyes and I want Emma, Trick, and I to be out of the darkness and in the woods.
Roll privately, please. Everything comes at a cost. Briar, you're about to pay a very heavy one.
Not this time. I just got Trick back and Emma's alive. I'm not ready to take another risk right now.
Okay.
And
However-
Neil,
Oh, sorry. Yes, go ahead.
well, the professor's kind of, I guess, keeled over. I would probably have creep down toward him with my right hand with the gun, aiming right at his head. And I'd take my left arm on his shoulder and try to roll him over to get a look at him and see what's going on.
Okay. You roll him over. His eyes are rolled into the back of his head. His nose is bleeding. His ears are bleeding.
I look around the ground to see the things that he probably dropped, like that knife
Yep.
in that book. The parchment, right?
Yeah, he dropped the book. Yes.
I would probably look at him again. Look at this. Look at the items. Keep my right hand pointed right at him. I would take those two items and I would push them away from his body, scrape him across the forest floor away from him. I would back up toward the items, keep
keeping that gun aimed at him. And I would pick up the knife first, look at it, see the blood on the end of the blade, examine the shape of the knife, see what it looks like, some type of weird voodoo ancient thing or something.
Yeah, it looks like a pocket knife.
Like a regular old pocket knife.
Yeah. In fact, it's got Henry etched into it.
Okay. I probably wipe the blood off the knife on my pant leg. Put the knife in my...
Just a side note,
Yes.
it's etched into it, and it looks like a 10-year-old did it.
Like a 10-year-old did it.
Yep.
So I'm kind of disgusted at the same time seeing Henry's knife in his hands. Very confused. I put it in my left pocket.
Okay.
I reach down for his book. I grab it. And is it on the page that he dropped it?
It is. And I need you to roll when you touch it. Oh, okay. It's a 20 for those listening.
20. Yeah.
You pick it up. What are you doing?
I'm looking at the picture. Now, on my phone, I reach into my inside pocket where my phone is at, and I cross-check the one that I drew before,
Yeah,
which was that.
that's the one. That's what he's been etching into the tree. And you see that symbol among other symbols in this big sigil, basically.
You sick fuck. I'm guessing I could hear Briar rustling around on the sides of the trees, touching them?
Yeah.
Or would I hear that?
Yeah, of course, you can hear everything. It's like they're right next to you. You can hear them shuffling or walking around or...
I don't want anybody to move right now. The professor is having a hard time. He's not moving.
What you doing, Brian?
Could we define a hard time?
Glad to have you back, Emma.
It's wonderful to see you, Mr. Miller. How are you doing?
Shut up.
All right.
Where have you all been?
I woke up. It was a weird memory, and then it was just black. Trick was in here after that. Then Emma showed up.
Well, my recollection, you owe me a new front fender for my nice Escalade. Because while I was blacking out, I felt the motion of a craft. And if I remember correctly, you were driving. Someone was singing. And everything went dark, and I woke up here with Emma and Briar.
I don't know what to do right now.
Is there anything on the professor that might tell you what to do? Honestly, I don't remember why I'm here, but I do remember he was the last thing I saw.
Just a knife and a book. The same one that fucked up man keeps touching.
Brian, the last time we were here, there was the symbols carved in the trees. Try carving them into the trees.
Why? Why? So I can do what he was starting?
Do you want to leave us in the dark?
I don't know who I'm leaving in the dark.
Ryan, I fucking died on the side of the road. I remember it. I don't know why I'm here. Can you make sense?
Exactly. You died on the side of the road. Who the fuck are you?
Ryan, it is Briar. I won't lie. I don't know who the fuck this Emma is.
Excuse me. My name is Emma Karn. We've been taking this very educational class together for a while.
What's
I
this
was on
guy's
a-
real name? And I point at Trick. What's his real name?
I have no I'm just going to get much closer to his face because it's dark. I honestly can't tell you, my dear.
Hey, Brian. I
But he
think I
still
figured
smells delicious, and I'm gonna back up like 4 feet. I'm gonna get a whiff of him and just kind of thrust myself backwards.
I think I figured out something that you may have already figured out, Brian.
Then what's that? Trick.
We're pawns, man. All this hassle, all this shit we've been going through, all this blood and terror, memories and horror and all that. I bet you dollars to donuts. This is all to bring the professor's dear Isabella back.
Excuse me, are you talking about the woman giving the lecture?
Yeah, you remember the picture, don't you, Brian? I put it on the desk. They weren't just friends.
Excuse me, desk.
The woman we buried.
Yep.
You know, I don't recollect the professor even batting an eye that entire time.
Well, sting kind of dulls after a while. Remember when we met Trick that was on day 4? How many days do you think the professor's on?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a lot to process. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to trust. I don't know who to believe. I just want it to stop right now.
Love to help you, Brian. But we're beyond the veil, man.
He can't leave us in here.
He might.
I think he might be able to.
I
I
don't.
think Brian might have something more important that he wants. Maybe wants to bring across. More important than you, me, or her. Isn't that right, Brian?
Oh, Mr. Miller, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't blame you.
Mr. Miller, this is not the way to go about this.
I saw you all die. In my arms. Haven't felt that cold in a few years. You don't forget that touch. He was trying to take you back. What else can he take back?
I don't know, Brian. But I'll tell you this. When we crossed over to wherever this is, I got the opportunity, the joy of reliving the worst moment of my life. How much you want to bet? If you leave us here, that's all we get forever. Sounds kind of like hell to me.
I'll find a way out.
Mr. Miller, what are your other options? Are you just going to walk away?
I could put this gun in my mouth right now and forget this ever happened.
That sounds like a terrible plan. Is the professor still not well?
I look over at the professor, just eye rolled over to him. What's he doing?
Oh, he's still unconscious. Oh,
You're
he's
muted.
still unconscious.
I look back at the ground that I'm staring at. I'm just staring at these 2 leaves. I'm just zoned into these leaves and looking at all the cracks and the veins and leaf and losing myself in it. Just something that I can grasp a little bit of reality in this entire situation.
And
If I carve, what do you think will happen?
Well, in situations like this, I consider what's the absolute worst that could happen. And if it ain't that bad, I usually say, why not?
I lift my eyes up from the ground. I look into the distance. I'm guessing I see the slight glow from Briar's phone kind of dangling there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing she's a little off, probably to the side of the other 2, right? Since she's been grasping for the trees. I can hear the voices of Emma and Trick that seem to be somewhere right in the vicinity of the front of me, but Briar's a little off to the side. I just sit there and I try to pull focus far and close to see if I can grasp something, but no avail. I'm
Brian,
mentally exhausted beyond belief.
I'm realizing Brian's not going to help us. And I'm going to try to make a choice.
Ooh. What choice?
I'm going to try to become the monster to see if I can get through to the other side.
Briar, are you alright?
Roll
worry about
private
it.
for me, Briar. In the meantime, Brian, what are you doing?
I'm actually reaching into my pocket to grab that knife again.
I'm going to turn the light off my phone.
I'm looking at that knife, rubbing my finger across the carvings of Henry. And I'm thinking, how in the hell did he get a knife like this? When? When did he ever get it? Did Trick ever give it to him? Doesn't ring a bell at all. I start thinking about the weight of what Trick said about how long. And I start to feel this guilt sensation of what the professor might be going through, if what he's saying is true, of how he's been circling something for so long. But why would he not be so honest about it? I flip open the knife to look at the blade, see how much this thing's been used, like if it lines up with the carving.
Yeah.
It's an old worn knife, seen quite a few uses. The blade's really thinned out, a little bit dull even.
It's something that you might give a Boy Scout.
Boy Scout knife, thank you. I recognize those. I was one. I weigh it in my hands, feel the weight of it. I look around at the trees. I'm looking for those carvings.
They're right almost just above eye line. The trees that the professor was standing in front of and where you are now. If you back up and look, you count 8 of them.
In a row.
Yeah, one tree after the other. Leading not horizontally with the road, but leading straight back into the woods.
Straight back in the woods like a path.
Yes.
Right from the road. Okay.
That's right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Are they complete?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yes, all 8. I mean, some don't look as great as the others, but yeah, it's the same symbol on all 8 of these trees.
Do they appear all at the same, like if they were carved at the same time, or do you see like differences in, you know, how you cut into a tree, how fresh compared to like one that's a year old, 2-year-old, because trees with the rings that grow. You Boy Scouts would know this, so.
Are you willing to believe the truth?
I don't know.
They look fresh.
What's that?
They look fresh.
They look fresh?
Yeah.
Trick.
Yeah, Brian, I'm here.
Did you ever give the professor a knife?
Not that I recall. But I was in and out blackness when we were driving. Memory's pretty spotty. He could have fell out of my pocket or
What it looked like?
What's that?
Your knife. What it looked like?
Well, if you really squint your eyes and hold it really far away from your face, it might resemble a Swiss Army knife. But when you get it real close, you realize it's a cheap fucking knockoff. But I love that thing. I was in Boy Scouts. Carved my name into it. Should say Henry on the side.
I gave it to him in the car, Brian.
I was driving, obviously, so I didn't see this. Or I believe that was the.
You were, yeah.
Yeah.
You missed it. Obviously,
Like,
because you're
I
trying not
accept-
to get everybody killed.
Yeah, I accept this. And what do I gotta do?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Give you what I know?
You can roll if you'd like.
Okay. No, I don't like it. Yeah, I'll roll. 35.
I'm going to go with your analyze skill.
Perfect.
You don't actually know, but you can make an assumption that based on what the professor was just saying before whatever happened to him, that he was in the middle of doing something. So maybe check the book.
Right.
That book he's always holding.
Well, what was the professor doing right before he, had his accident? Was he holding the knife and carving stuff? Was he reading out of that goddamn book?
Yeah, he was cutting his fucking hand.
like some sick fuck.
Well, some of the old folks lived around where I grew up. Come into town only every once in a while, get flies, tells tales about old ladies working spells in the hills, always with spit, blood, whiskey. Maybe that's what he was doing. Maybe he learned some incantation or something. If I was in your shoes, I'd check that book. See if he left some sort of trail to follow.
All right. I put the gun in my front right pocket. Grab the book and look at the page that he was on. And
I don't know if you saw that last note I gave you, PB. Okay.
And now I'm
Yes, I
examining
did.
I'm examining the 2 pages.
Okay.
What do I see?
Ooh, do you read Latin?
Nope.
No. Oh boy.
Henry's Catholic.
Yeah, you don't really see anything that you understand. It's all written in Latin. I think you recognize that it's Latin, but that's about it. But you do see what looks like blood traced over this symbol, but it's only partway done.
It's all in that fucking weird Transylvania language.
Transylvania, like Romanian or
I don't know. Litka, Vitka, a lot of us at the ends of everything.
Latin?
Latin? Is it Latin?
Yeah, Latino, Spanish. Yeah, Latin.
Oh my god. I know some Latin. Can you attempt it?
Sure.
I know,
Where do
like,
you
Latin
start
as far
on
as,
the
like,
page? Do you
scientific
start
and
up
medicine.
top, or do you start in the middle or the bottom?
Which page had the image and which page had the text? I'm guessing that's the way it was.
Yeah, there's one page full on with just the image, and then the other page has text. So the left page will have the text.
I've already cross-checked the image with my phone, so I'm looking at that text.
Okay. And where do you start reading?
Right from the top.
Okay. Oh my. I'm gonna need a couple of rolls here. We're gonna need 2 from Brian, 1 from Emma. But in the meantime, Briar, please describe the sensation of your transformation. You're muted.
I walk away from the group a little ways because I don't know if it's going to work, and if it does, I don't want to be close to them. I feel myself growing taller, and it feels like smoke is coming off of my body. And things become kind of blurry for a little bit, and then things focus up again. And I just feel myself expanding. And it doesn't hurt, but I feel myself growing, and I can feel that I'm changing.
Do you feel powerful?
Yeah.
Do you feel in control?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm gonna look around, and I see Emma, and I see Trick, and I'm gonna look into the blackness, and I'm gonna reach my hand up, my claws, and I'm gonna try to cut through it.
Roll one more time. Privately, please. As you bring your hand down and you slice through this darkness, you do see beyond. You see the woods, but you also see yourself and Trick. And you both have just looked over back at over their shoulders at you. And they are standing very still. It doesn't look like they see exactly where you are. But they hear your breathing. You hear your breathing, your low growl. And you remember this moment. You remember this happening. You and Trick in the woods, carving these symbols or looking at these symbols. Did you carve them? No. Or did you?
I'm gonna slash at another thing to see if I see a different thing. A different area.
Roll again. Privately, please. You slash again on another spot, maybe a little bit desperate this time to see something else. And you see Trick bending over what looks to be a body, and a bunch of other shadows around him, maybe trying to help lift up a body. And they hear this slash that you make, this growl, the snapping of trees, and they crouch down and then dart away into the woods. They're running from you. They're afraid of you.
I imagine I can't verbalize.
You can try, but it comes out in a growl.
I don't know if Emma or Trick noticed what I've been doing. But
Are you looking to see if they've noticed?
no, because I'm panicking because this is not what I thought would happen.
Okay.
And so now I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm going to slash again in a desperate attempt to see if it opens up the right pathway.
Okay. Roll again. Privately, please. You take another desperate slash into the dark. And this time you see a shed. And you and Trick are
Motherfucker.
standing in the shed.
And I'm desperately now, I'm backing up. And I want this to stop. I don't want to be this anymore. I don't feel in control. I don't feel powerful anymore.
What do you feel?
Scared. Like, panicked that I have no control, actually. And I can't save myself, and I can't save the people I love.
So as you're looking out into this shed, you see Trick. See Trick on the floor. And you see the professor standing there telling you to get back. Be gone. Describe what it's like when you retreat into yourself. What is it like when you transform back out of failure?
I feel pain and grief, and I feel worthless. I feel like I am worth nothing to anybody, and I don't deserve to live.
As you retreat back into your form, trembling, feeling absolute worthlessness and the desire to no longer continue. You wake up. You're on the side of the road. You're no longer surrounded in darkness.
I'm gonna sit up. I'm gonna feel my stomach.
It's okay.
I'm gonna turn around and like clamber to the car. Is Trick still in the car?
Yes.
I don't see Ryan or the professor.
No.
Oh god. Ryan?
Brian,
gonna get up.
you hear her calling from behind you.
Anybody, Professor?
Remembering that she was slightly separated from the other two, I'm thinking it's the same shadowy figure, but now moved behind me, lost in the woods potentially. I'm not making much awareness to it, just kind of like, all right, there you are. Congratulations, you moved around.
Do we hear this, or
yes,
do I
you
hear
do.
this?
You hear her,
Okay.
but you no longer see her.
Oh,
Brian.
Briar?
Honey, where'd you go?
Hello?
do I hear
Briar.
them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm gonna like run to the wall. Trick? Emma?
Brian, honey, can you see my light? Where are you?
I'm on the other side of the concrete, the barrier. I woke up on the side of the road. There's nobody here. Trick, you're dead. Emma, you're dead.
What? I most certainly am not.
Brian, can you see Briar? Is she on the other side with you?
I slowly put my head back up, looking around, kind of dazed. I look toward the road. Do I see her?
No, you just see the concrete slab. Briar, unless you're trying to get up on the wall.
I'm gonna try to CrossFit over.
Yep, go for it.
Um,
You're gonna have, oh,
and
okay. I was gonna say you're gonna have a shift, but that's fine. You win anyway. Go for it.
Okay. I
You hurl yourself over the ledge.
I probably kind of land not very gracefully on the other side, and I'm assuming I see the professor on the ground.
Yes, you
And
do.
Does
Yep.
Brian like have a gun in his hand?
No, he put it away.
You put it away. Okay.
Yeah. But you do see Brian and you see the professor on the ground.
What the fuck, Brian?
I turn around. Do I see her?
Yeah, she's there. Covered in blood, but her wounds are gone. She still doesn't have her shirt on.
What the fuck, Brian? I'm gonna run over to him and grab the book out of his hands.
I don't even move. I just let her pull it out of my hand.
I'm gonna see the blood on this. There's probably, you said there's half
Yep,
blood on
half
this
blood.
symbol.
Yep.
Are you holding the switchblade?
The knife?
Yeah, or the
Yeah, it's in my left hand.
I'm gonna grab that out of his hand.
Okay.
It's a Boy Scout knife, not a switchblade.
Sorry, I take the Boy Scout knife, and I'm gonna add. Can I roll to see if I make the connection? The blood.
It sounds like you've made the connection.
Yeah.
You don't need to roll for it.
Okay.
You are
I'm
Briar,
gonna,
aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna slash my finger.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, because I don't know if it's for the trees or the book, I'm gonna do the book, and then I'm just gonna start doing the trees, and I'm gonna start doing the symbol over the carvings with
Okay.
my blood.
You're gonna need a lot more blood than a little cut. You realize this, right?
Yeah,
Like this isn't a prick. This is gonna be pretty intense.
Yeah, I slash my pointer finger, like, from where it connects to my hand up.
All right. Okay.
And I'm guessing she's just kind of going on and doing this, right?
Yeah.
And I've seen everyone die. Professor, I don't trust worth a damn right this moment. She's now back. She's cutting her hand open, smearing blood all over the things. I'm starting to think that this is somehow the professor controlling the situation, somehow bringing her back to continue his little sick ritual. I'm so done. Put my hand back in my right pocket, and I grab my gun.
Do I notice this?
No. I'm going to say you're busy putting blood here and cutting your finger open and trying to put it on trees.
Did I hear Brian say I'm so done?
Yeah, you hear everything.
I
that's
didn't
said
say
on the-
anything. I didn't say anything. That was
sorry,
on my
sorry.
head. I didn't say
Okay.
shit out loud.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you
No,
said
you
it.
didn't hear
No, I'm just describing. So I just grab the gun. It's already cocked. I just pull it out, and I'm looking at it with both my hands, examining it. Pretty clean. Never really used. For some reason, I'm just really paying attention to details. The little things. You can see the serial number on the gun. 8730.
Briar, honey, what's going on? Where are you at?
I'm putting there's something with blood in the fucking trees and the symbol, and so I'm just putting blood on it.
Briar, where did you get blood?
Does it fucking matter, Emma?
Yes, it's very odd that you're wiping blood on trees, darling. I'm in a room, and I'm worried about you.
Kind of feel the gun sway a little bit in my hand. It's almost like it's a brand new gun in my hand.
Briar, where's Brian to you? Do you see him?
I'm gonna still be doing it, but I'm gonna turn around and look. And do I see he has the gun in his hand? And I'll stop. I'll leave my hands just resting on the tree. The fuck you doing, Brian?
I look up at her and I stare her blank in the eyes. It's never gonna end.
Don't you fucking...
I grab the gun. I put her right against my temple.
I'm gonna drop the book. Brian, don't...
Briar, what's going on?
Just think about... You got a lot of people here who care about you. Also, if you fucking kill yourself, maybe we can't fix it.
He's gonna kill himself?
Rubbing that gun on my temple. Staring at you in the eyes.
If you do this, this might go on forever for the four of us. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
I'm looking at that knife. I'm looking at that old knife.
I'm gonna start walking slowly towards him. Ryan? It's not an answer to anything. Okay, this is not what you fucking do. When just right now, we need you. I'm slowly inching towards him.
Hey, PB.
Yes.
I'm sending you a message right now. It's kind of time sensitive. That's why I interrupted.
So I'm gonna keep moving towards him. I know shit's super fucked up. But you killing yourself is not gonna fucking fix anything.
I've seen things.
We've all seen some shit, Brian. I don't think we're all here for any oddball chance. We've all seen some shit. I'm gonna try to get as close, and I'm gonna...
Welcome to the darkness, Briar.
Don't you fucking do
I'm
it!
gonna try and remember the voice I used at the shed and reach out to Brian. Brian?
Your eyes look just in time.
Don't you fucking do it, Brian.
I pull the trigger.
Oh my god!
And that's where we're ending today's episode.
I'm not coming back next week. Fuck this. Done.
Oof.
Yeehaw, y'all.
What?
I swear to God, I thought that would work. I was too late.
I was just about to like touch his arm.
Oh boy. So it's like that scene where Emma like reached in and was touching all those body parts afterwards. I was like, okay. Oh my God, that was so good. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you everybody for watching. Let's go around the room for some shout outs.
For some clean diapers?
Yes.
Yeah, a hug.
God damn, dude. Fucking what an episode, man. That's so good.
Oh my gosh.
I've never been a part of something like this. This is fucking dope. Love it.
Whew. And I hope you guys love it as much as we are enjoying ourselves. So, all right, let's go around the room. Why don't we start with, we're going to go around the same way we started. Zeke, go ahead.
All right. Guys, thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for watching. Spread the word. I think I can speak for all of us when I say we're really proud of this show. Really proud of this group of people who work together really well. We allow ourselves to be vulnerable with each other, and that's not an easy thing to find. So if you like the show, please tell your mama, tell your grandmama, tell your kids, your sister, whoever. Tell them come on out. It's good to get in early because we got this fucking roller coaster. Like, we got miles to go, baby. So don't even sweat. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all of you that are here. My name is Ezekiel III. You can find me at /Ezekiel_III on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. I want to thank Classy Pax, Classy Katie, Katie Peters Place, Domestic Dan, and of course, our lovely and sadistic GM Pumpkinberry. If you want to check me out, I'll be on at noon Pacific tomorrow, doing my first absolutely blind run of Sekiro.
Ooh.
The only thing I haven't watched any streams, I haven't watched anything. The only thing I've seen of the game is the E3 trailer and just people saying how awesome and how great it is. So I'm really excited. If you want to check that out, that's starting at noon. And then if you're going to be at TwitchCon EU in Berlin, I will be there as well. So there's a meet and greet in the works. I will definitely be tweeting out when and where, if that happens. And if it doesn't happen, I'll tweet out a bar that I will be at. You can come hang out. That's all I got. Thank you.
That's lovely, lovely. Thank you. Next up, Dan.
Hello, I am Domestic Dan. I play Dr. Theo Ransom here. Apparently, I did not get shot in the head, so that's neat. Almost did. Yeah, this. I don't need to repeat what Zeke said. It's all true. Playing this is with all these lovely people is wonderful. After this, I'm doing probably more Sekiro. I'm getting close to the end because I need to beat it. I need to beat it soon so I can do something else. I love it so much, but I have to do something else. Yeah, tomorrow's my day off because I need a day to rest, especially the day after Nocturne. I need to rest the day after Nocturne.
I find I'm the same way, actually. Like, normally
Emotionally
I stream
draining.
the day after, but man, I'm so tired the next day. Oof.
Yup. But yeah, you can find me at Domestic Dan everywhere. Other than that, yeah, enjoy sleeping after tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. Classy Katie.
That was in the intro.
I know.
Yeah, that was amazing.
He said the thing.
I don't really know what to say. That was intense. Dang. PB and I talked about this last week, but there's such a Nocturne hangover. I have super Nocturne hangover. Like, I'm going to be tomorrow, just be like, because I have my own theories. Like, I'm sure everybody else has that too, because none of us know about each other at all. So I have my own, like, working theories on every character in the show. So I'm just as stressed as all of you. My name is Classy Katie. You can find me at twitch.tv/ClassyKatie. Classy Katie everywhere. Just find me everywhere like that. I'm still dead, I think.
Hey, it's just us now, baby.
That's true.
Well, actually,
Trick and
hey,
Trick and I have
I'm waiting for Brian to
limitless
kick you in the door. Boom,
area.
here it comes through the darkness.
True. Also, to piggyback off Zeke's thank you to this whole group because you guys are boss and like. I've been in some dope RP groups, but fucking A, man. This group. You got me feeling feelings I don't want to feel. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you, PD, for doing Match Me emotionally.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying yes when I was like, you want to do this creepy ass thing? Please?
Yep.
Katie Peters.
So like, hi. I stream on Katie Peters Plays on Twitch. I'm here Saturday for In the Black finale, Monday for Sector 49. Also, we played Satisfactory today. That was fun. That was a fun thing we did.
Everything
Sounds
seems
very-
so weightless now, doesn't it? Like,
I know.
Life has
Plugging
everything
at the
has
end just goes like, I don't know what I'm doing next. I don't fucking know after this.
Yeah, just you know,
Go
like,
take
a
it,
model.
I'm gonna go fetal position.
I'm gonna go on.
Brian today. I don't know.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna go on a long ass walk. I think I'm gonna make some mac and cheese, which is my comfort food.
It's my Wednesday food, too. I now make the mac and cheese every Wednesday. Oh,
I have had it too many times this week, but I'm having it again tonight. So, yeah, that's me. Thanks for watching, and I
good.
freaking love this group. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of it.
of course. Lassie Pax.
You won't do your best unless your creative fire is allowed to burn free. It's really toasty in here. It's great.
Whoa.
It's great. It's definitely the best roleplay I've been a part of. I can't even sell it. It's hard to explain. You have to experience it. I can sit there and tell my chat about it. Like, it's great, you gotta check it out and stuff like that, but you just have to sit down and experience it. Being someone very new to this realm of roleplay compared to the usual lethargic slapstick, or well, I did play a serial killer once. Game roleplay. This is a whole different beast. The nuances that you captivate on, your chance to just soak in the details. Nothing like it.
I
I'm
got a
gonna go
question for
cry.
everybody. I got a question for everybody. Did any of you expect this kind of shit going into this group?
Absolutely not.
No.
Not this far.
I mean,
I
Honestly, I didn't expect all the emotion. Like, I expected like us to be in it because I know all you guys are seasoned role players and stuff, but I didn't think it was gonna be so fucking emotional. Like, dark, sure, scary maybe, but like really gut wrenching. Like, ooh.
Well, in a horror sense, it's easy in your brain to think scary, 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 scary. What makes scary? Vulnerability. Without vulnerability,
Well said.
it's saturation.
Well said, my man.
With tea.
And you can't break anybody's heart until they like you.
That's right. That's right.
Oh.
I gotta work on that.
You're good at busting balls, so you're just fine.
oh, God.
Let's just reboot Emma again, see what we get this time.
Emma
This one was
3.0.
Yeah.
No, I don't like this one.
I still have no idea what's going on here.
Emma,
What is this person? Patty cake, patty cake.
Oh,
Maybe my
God.
favorite scene. We're playing patty cake with
with
the
her
shadow
song.
monster.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah. This ammo was full of bugs. Please patch.
Go again. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I am Pumpkinberry. I've been your narrator today, or GM of Mood. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, for lurking, for listening. Did you know we're in podcast format now? You can find us on iTunes and all the other cool Castbox, and please rate and review us on iTunes. Please, 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 please. It helps us so much. Also, April 30th is coming up. 4:30. We may have something special planned for the podcast version of the show for 4:30. I'm just saying.
Is 4:30 a special day?
Well, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. That's where time keeps getting stuck. So
Gotcha.
4:30. Okay.
the Nocturnals were like, please do something special for 4:30. And we've decided that, yes, we're going to be doing that.
Well, 4:30 is on Tuesday. You know that, right?
Yes. It'll just
Okay.
drop. It's a podcast version.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Be extra.
I forgot to mention, since
Yes.
I'm going to
Yeah.
TwitchCon EU Wednesday, I will not be here.
That's right. Next week's episode.
Yep.
Bum, bum, bum.
I'm sure we'll
Maybe
figure
we'll have a
something
premiere
out.
We'll figure it out.
episode.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Okay. Thank you guys so much for the fan art, joining our Discord, all of your theories. We see all of that. We love you so much. We love that you call yourself Nocturnals. We call you Nocturnals now, too. We love this show. We love you. And, yeah, thank you so much for supporting us and for being here. Thank you, Zeke, Sam, both Katie's, and Dan, for being amazing role players. Thank you so much. If you guys have a Twitch Prime, please consider using it on one of these fabulous people. And if you want to support Tablestory and what we do here, one of the best ways you can do that is head over to our Patreon. We've got character sheets, adventures for you and your table. You can also make NPCs for your favorite show, including this one. And holy shit, we'll be back next week. But in the meantime, join the Discord, give us a follow on Twitter, and let's hear all your juicy theories.
Yes.
Also, sleep well and stay safe in the dark, right? Wash your piss mittens, all that.
Your eyes will adjust.
Your eyes will adjust
In
in time.
time.